You don't have to do what you love all the time. You don't have to be happy all the time. You don't have to do extraordinary things all the time. Who told you this? The more you live life this way, with this expectation, the less happy you are, because you're chasing something that doesn't exist. So every time you achieve something new, every time you meet someone new, it's never really enough for you, because what you're looking for doesn't exist. We have to talk about this, because as a society, we're now believing in this idea and we're becoming more and more anxious because we're looking for a feeling of fulfillment we're never really getting, because our idea of life is so wrong, basically. So if you feel this way too, or if you're just overwhelmed by all of the content that you consume saying that you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should quit your job, you should travel the world, you should... Come have a seat at the adults table and let's talk about it.
I'm Fernanda Rodriguez, and welcome to the Adults Table.
Dude, it drives me insane. Every time I open social media, it doesn't matter which one, there's people saying, oh, if you don't feel at peace with this, then it means it's not for you. If you don't love your job, you should quit it, because you spend most of your life working. So just quit your job and go travel the world. For every quote unquote negative feeling, there is a way out that is external from you. You have to change your life completely. You have to go travel the world. You have to do this, you have to do that. You have to do everything to make sure that you're constantly happy and you're constantly comfortable and at peace and whatnot. We have this idea now that it's wrong to feel uncomfortable. It's wrong to feel bored. If you're feeling that way, it's a sign that the life you're living is not for you. And that to me is so dangerous, because, well, we've seen the results of that, right? So many anxious people in this generation, so many. Everyone is looking for happiness and no one can seem to find it, because maybe we're looking the wrong way. We have the wrong idea of what happiness is. So we start playing against ourselves by thinking that such state is possible. As Michelle Obama says, she has an interview that she talks about this that's really good. She says, life happens in the ordinary. You have to learn to be happy by yourself, or in a day that you don't wake up so well, or in a day that you're feeling bored, when things don't go the way that you want to. You have to learn how to be happy in those moments, because that's gonna happen. It's life. You're not gonna love everything about a job. Even if you love that job, you're gonna have to do things that you don't love. You're gonna be bored some days. You're not gonna feel sure of everything all the time, and that's okay. Also, to get the things that you want, you have to get out of your comfort zone, which means that you're gonna have to feel uncomfortable. You're gonna have to feel insecure. You're gonna have to go through all of these feelings and emotions that are inevitable. So if you have it in your mind that the right way of living life is a way that you're always at peace, that you're always feeling amazing about it, you keep quitting on yourself. You don't allow yourself to get to a point or to an achievement that really matters to you, because you always quit before. The moment that it becomes an inconvenience, the moment that it's not exciting anymore, you quit. So you don't even allow yourself to become who you want to become, or to go certain places, because you don't pay the price for things. You don't build that endurance to deal with the quote unquote negative sides of it. We're so used of seeing life in a duality, so it's either good or bad. We always see life this way, and it makes sense, right? There's darkness and there's light. For everything you can find a duality. Until you understand that life is whole, until you start to see life as a unity, until you understand that there is good and bad, and in the things that you love, there are gonna be things that you don't love as much, and that's totally normal, you're never gonna find happiness. You're never gonna find true fulfillment. You're always gonna be looking for something that is free of challenge, it's free of discomfort, it's free of everything that becomes an inconvenience for you. So the secret is not to just quit on whatever it is when you're feeling a certain way and go find something else. And please understand, I'm not saying that you should be miserable. You shouldn't. If you're feeling miserable right now, do something about it. It's your life. Great. But start adjusting your expectations in life. Stop expecting for a scenario, for an opportunity, for a person that's going to be free of what we just talked about. And I know it's hard to think this way when, again, you go on social media and you see people living life in so many different ways. Everyone seems to be very happy. Everyone seems to have it all figured out. But they don't. They don't, because reality is the same for all of us. Life is the same for all of us in terms of having the good and the bad, okay? Someone must be happier with their lives. Okay, great. That is possible. I'm not saying that it's not. And again, you should build a life that suits you, okay? Don't be miserable. But no life is perfect. I know it's hard when you open social media and you create this idea of what everyone else's lives are. But you have to remind yourself, you have to step away if needed and start changing your perspective about life. So I can't stand when I see statements like this, like, oh, if you don't feel this way, then it's not for you. Guys, life is not that simple, okay? A situation that a person might be going through right now might be very different than yours. And if you just buy into their advice without questioning it, without really looking at your life and the things that make sense to you, and you just apply everyone else's advice and you start quitting everything in your life because you think that they're happier than you, so you should follow their advice, you're gonna play against yourself. Hear me out when I say this, okay? People are different. And what I've come to realize is that a lot of the people that give this very cheap advice, because I'm sorry, it is cheap advice, if I just say, if this then that, as if life was that simple, many of them are very unhappy with their lives. And they're trying to convince themselves that they're not. They're trying to convince themselves that they're living this life that's in the movies. So they should tell everyone else to live the same life. I have friends who travel the world, who have quit everything to travel the world. And listen to me when I say that they're also depressed. It's not because they're traveling the world that they're feeling at their best always. They're not. I've had friends being like, I've had some very tough couple of months that I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Who am I? What is this? So don't fool yourself into thinking that the secret for you is to just change everything about your life and you're gonna be as happy as them. Life can be beautiful and awesome and you can still feel fulfilled in the days that you don't feel so well, in the days that you're bored, in the days that you don't love your job as much. It's okay. Stop being afraid of not loving things all the time because you think that it's a sign that your life sucks or that you suck or whatever. No. Allow life to be complete. Learn how to navigate into these opposites. Learn to appreciate your life even when it's not exciting. And yes, go build the life that you want. Okay, awesome. Don't be miserable. Please don't. But step into reality. You don't have to do the things that you love all the time. You don't have to be excited all the time. You don't have to be doing extraordinary things all the time. You don't. No one does, okay? So stop fooling yourself into that because you're playing against yourself.